We've got the Hyundai Kona N Line.
That means turbo. Turbo.
Torquey.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I've got some thoughts on this engine in just a second. So first of all, Andrea, what is under the hood of this?
A 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with an 8-speed automatic transmission, 190 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. Standard all-wheel drive in Canada. Front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive options are available in the U.S.
Now the base Kona with the base engine is a 2-liter 4-cylinder, 147 horsepower, 132 pound-feet of torque. It uses a CVT. Front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive options are available with that engine. So we're focusing on the N Line, which is the turbo model. So let's get into the key standard features.
The N Line comes with dual 12.3-inch screens, wireless Apple Carplay and Android Auto, a wireless charger, digital key, leather and suede upholstery, heated front seats, manual front seats with a passenger height adjustment, heated steering wheel, and a sunroof.
So just last week, we had a Kia, the K4, with the same engine, and I don't know why this one feels snappier. The way they've calibrated the engine and the transmission, it just seems in city driving to be more responsive. I don't know why.
And we had the sporty GT line in the K4, but this just feels like it has more torque, especially when you're going up a hill, but it doesn't.
I wonder if they calibrated the engine to give you more torque because it's a quote SUV, where the K4 is a sedan and they're trying to eke out better fuel economy. That's the only way I can think it through, but it definitely is noticeable. Andrew and I both noticed it. It's a thing.
It's a thing. So this has a multi-link rear suspension for all-wheel drive models, and front-wheel drive models have a torsion beam rear suspension
and a CVT, Andrea.
And a CVT. So Hyundai really focused on driving dynamics and comfort level in this Kona. It's bigger, and I think that they really nailed it on the comfort level. When you look at the drive modes in this model, there's normal and there's sport mode, but I don't really think it ever gets away from that comfortable drive.
Now we touch on this a little later in Questions, Coffee and Cars. The old model had a dual clutch and was smaller and was more go-kart-like. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
But people complained about the dual clutch, and they complained that it was too small. So this is just more appealing, I think, to more consumers.
And you know what? Volkswagen did the same thing. They got rid of the dual clutch in the Taos, and they went with a regular torque converter automatic. So that's the trend.
Yeah. Surprisingly, this steering is a little bit heavier in the Kona. I really like it. That's a kind of steering I enjoy. Not too light. Pretty good.
It's like the Goldilocks.
Yeah.
I find this a very satisfying and comfortable vehicle to drive every day. The seats are really comfortable. Outward visibility is excellent. You have height adjustment even for the passenger side.
Yeah.
The torque, as we mentioned, for whatever reason, seems to be coming on in this vehicle nicely. It's easy to live with. You don't, like sometimes you get like a subcompact and you're like, oh, I wish it had a little more power.
Yeah.
This seems to just do everything well. It doesn't excel at anything, but it does everything well.
And it's pretty quiet too. Even on the highway, it seems to eat up those bumps pretty well in the road. And on Instagram, after I posted some pictures of the Kona,
what did they say?
Well, there were a few people who got it as a rental on a road trip, and they had the non-turbo engine, and they said, this is really comfortable. I was surprised how good the Kona is.
Was it rental car red?
I don't know, but they said it was a lower trim with cloth seats, which you do get with rental cars.
And somebody didn't like my rental car red comment because I used to work for a rental car company when I started in radio. I made no money, so I used to clean cars. I think it was for Hertz. And Hertz Rent-A-Car, I think almost all of them were red. It was weird.
Well, red is a popular color. Maybe it's
not
brighter. Anyway, that viewer ended up buying the vehicle because I said I actually liked the red. And then we ran into him, and guess what? He brought it up.
He bought the red one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Andrea, I got a call from HQ.
Yeah.
And they have clearly stated that the summer sale is going to continue at least until Labor Day. So we encourage you to, well, first let's go into it. What do we have to put it in?
You got to put it in, ask for subscribe. And if you can hit that notification bell, you'll be notified when all of our videos drop, and then you can watch them.
So the sale is you get to subscribe for free, but for the summer only. And we do this twice a week. The first one drops on Wednesday.
We put another one out on Saturday.
So make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, you kind of hit a little early there.
I did. And imagine subscribing for free.
Go for it. Hit it. See, now we're going at higher speeds. This is why you might want the turbo. If you're somebody that does driving on the highway, you've got to pass big trucks, maybe you live in a mountainous area, and you like the comfort of the independent rear suspension, and you can afford it, this would be the one to get. So interesting, we're starting to see a little bit of a trend, Andrea, where car companies are deciding that their EVs should look like the gas model.
Yeah.
And in Hyundai's situation, they did the opposite. They made the gas model look like the EV. They introduced them at the same time, and you're hard-pressed to notice the difference.
Yeah.
But it's a very futuristic kind of looking vehicle.
Yeah, it's unique, and it's not going to appeal to everybody. Some like it, some don't like it. I've never been a massive fan of the exterior design, but I have to say this N Line model with all of the N Line exterior accents with the front bumper and the rear bumper, as well as the front and rear fascia, I think it looks really good. I'm digging it.
So I have a critique of Hyundai as a brand, is I find for a lot of their vehicles, the styling, they're trying too hard. Like they're trying to be avant-garde and fashion forward, and then they change their designs a lot. Sometimes you just got to find a design that works. And anyway, that's what they've decided to do. As you mentioned, it's not going to be for everybody.
No, and lots of sharp edges on the side. So, hey, it's up to you to decide if you love the design. I'm a big fan of the N Line model, and it's truly the one I would get. Now, this is 6 inches longer than the previous model Kona and an inch wider. It gets 8.3 inches of ground clearance, which is really good. So, of course, the N Line is your sportier Kona with N Line exterior accents, including an N Line grille, front and rear bumpers, N Line badging, and an N Line rear fascia with diffuser element, 19-inch wheels, and a tire mobility kit. The Kona comes standard with LED headlamps and LED tail lamps.
We did a little digging. We went in the back, we lifted up the floor, and there's a screw in the middle where you would secure down a temporary spare tire, which begs the question, can you put a temporary spare tire in this?
I think it kind of looks like you can.
It would have to be a very thin one,
Yeah.
but I'm leaning more towards I want a temporary spare tire than a tire repair kit. Just me. Little pop quiz, what do I like on the inside of a car?
What do you like?
Yeah, well, what are things I like on the inside of a car?
You like a height adjustment?
I like that. It's got that, yeah.
You like your suede seats?
It's got that.
You love buttons.
Buttons! They nailed it. They called up and they ordered lots of buttons, and they also didn't order one thing. What's that?
What didn't they order? Piano black.
Piano black. I'm putting you on the spot, and we didn't practice this.
No,
but
well done.
you nailed it, Andrea. You
See? I know
you.
you.
You go to the top of the class. Yeah. So they've got buttons galore. I like that, and there's not one bit of shiny hard plastic in here.
Now, by the way, Zach always says I'm an A+ student.
I'll keep you behind class.
Anyway, I think that I think that this is a great interior. Love all the buttons. Love that there's no piano black. Dual 12.3-inch screen, standard wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, all in our test model. You've got a shelf, which we've got Zach's phone on right now. They have added a shifter behind the steering wheel. Not our favorite. It's okay.
You get used to it.
You get used to it. You've got some nice storage here with a tray, not bad for the subcompact class. Storage pockets on the door. You can put one water bottle and some other little items. But overall, this is really well done, and I am in love with the faux suede leather combo seats. And I'm a big fan of the red interior accents.
Yeah, so these sort of faux suede or cloth seats with heat are the best. If you live in a cold climate, Canada, this is a great combo. I have it. We have it in one of our cars where it's got the Alcantara and the heated seats, and they're fantastic. So we fully endorse that. And you know what? It's a lot of gray and black in here, but they've gone with different textures throughout to break it up. And the no shiny hard is just so good. I mean, it's just great. And Andrew, there's a button. What button would you like me to push?
I know, it's the best. Buttons are the best. Thank you for including buttons, Hyundai. Also, you've got this nice sunroof.
I wish this wasn't power operated.
No,
I wish I
why?
could just go because I don't need it.
I'm okay
I just
with
need to
power.
go like that. I don't need it power operated.
I'm fine with
I just
power
go.
operated.
I just go close. No, I got to fart around with that.
And what I'm thrilled about is that Hyundai, especially in this subcompact class, offers a height adjustment. Zach and I say often, it doesn't have to be power operated. Also, I like the value that this offers. This N Line model that we're test driving is just over $38,000. It doesn't have a power driver's seat, but it is available, and I like how they have targeted it with a package if you want it.
Yeah, so if you're the only person driving it, you don't need a power adjustment. If you share the vehicle, you might want to consider that. Here are the available features: navigation, 8-speaker Bose audio system, surround view monitor, blind view monitor, ventilated front seats, 8-way power driver's seat, highway driving assist, remote smart parking assist, park distance warning, and parking collision avoidance assist. Here's me getting in the back seat. This Kona, as Andrea mentioned, is bigger, and it's selling better because you get more legroom. It's got good headroom. How does it stack up?
The Kona is 172.6 inches in length and offers 41.7 inches of front row legroom, and second row legroom is 38.2 inches.
Lifting up the liftgate on this model, you have a useful cargo space underneath. We already showed it to you. It looks to us that they could put in a spare tire, but they've gone with a tire repair kit.
The Kona has 25.5 cubic feet of space behind the second row, and overall cargo space is 63.7 cubic feet. That's 33% more space than the previous model.
All right, we have a story about a high mileage Kona and your questions.
Time now for questions, coffee, and cars.
Your questions from Instagram.
Any opinions on those bumper taillights? They seem not to be the most visible.
I don't think about it at all.
Same.
So it's amazing how fixated the internet gets on certain things.
Yeah.
Someone will spread something on the internet and they'll go, oh, that's... So they're low mounted. People think it's dangerous. I disagree.
Well, we have actually quite a few Konas in Vancouver, so I've been behind them. I haven't even noticed. They're no problem. I think visibility is fine. Kona or CX-30? I actually really like this question because they both will appeal to different people.
Oh, will they ever, Andrea? I think that the Kona is for a couple. It's not for a family.
CX-30.
Sorry. I think this, let me say that again, Andrea. I think the CX-30 is for a couple, not a family.
Totally. Or one person.
Or
Single. Look at the CX-30 is super engaging. It's fun. It does so much well with driving dynamics, but it's not big. And visibility, some people say that they're claustrophobic in the back seat.
I say that.
The great thing about the Kona now, of course, people complained about the previous model Kona being too small, but it did drive kind of like a go-kart, which I liked. Yeah.
So this turbo N line in the old model was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was more fun to drive. It had a dual clutch. It was a smaller footprint. We kind of said it was like an all-wheel drive GTI or a Golf R, cheap Golf R. That's kind of what it felt like.
Yeah, but people complained it was too small. It didn't meet the needs of consumers. So Hyundai, they pivoted and they made the Kona bigger. The great thing about the Kona today is if you're a family, it's reasonably priced and you can actually grow into this. Let's say you have one child and you know you're going to have two or maybe even three.
You're not putting three kids in here.
Okay,
No,
but you can
no.
put two car seats back there, no problem.
They're going to sell you a Palisade, Andrea, if you have three kids.
Or you could get a Tucson.
Hey, if you want to get a question in for a future episode, make sure to follow along on Instagram. It's Motormouth_Andrea to get a look at what's going on behind the scenes as well. And for me, it's Motormouth_Auto, and the links are below the like button.
I have a 2018 Kona, 245,000 kilometers.
Wow.
Love the N Line trim, but heard it's being discontinued for 2026. Wow, that's a lot of kilometers. Good for you.
Yeah, so to put that, it's 60,000 miles per 100,000 or 64,000. So that's
Okay.
that's 100 and something thousand miles. So yeah, that's good. I like to hear that. That's good news. So
Really good.
I would say that's the one we like. The previous model, shorter wheelbase, dual clutch, turbo. That was a lot of fun. All right, so
It was a lot of fun.
So what have you found out?
Okay, so in Canada, N Line is staying. It is staying, and I think that that's a great idea because N Line people know what N Line is if they're interested in a Hyundai. In the US, no. They're eliminating N Line for 2026, and they're coming up with like an SEL Premium and an SEL Sport.
Sounds like a Volkswagen.
Yeah,
SEL.
so how is that going to look like? Is it going to say
I don't
Sport badging instead of N Line? I really like the whole N Line trim.
Yeah, that's their decision. And now it's time for our hot topic. What's this one, Andrea?
Looking forward to this review. I want to buy a reliable subcompact SUV. Do you think it's worth waiting for the 2026 Kona in Canada or go for the 2025 model? When will the 2026 Kona start showing up at dealerships in BC?
Okay, riddle me this, Andrea. When is the 26 being delivered at dealerships?
Anytime. The PR team said summer. So check with your dealership. Could already be arriving any day now.
So the good news is you buy a 26 and 25, you know, with the depreciation, you're better to buy the 26. Is there really any mechanical difference? No, but there is one major change.
Yeah, now you can get an available power liftgate. In 2023, when we first drove the Kona at a drive event, Zach and I complained about that. And although a powered tailgate isn't typical in this class for every vehicle, I think it's really nice that Hyundai is offering it as an available feature if you want it.
Okay, that's good news. If that's your mojo, get that one. All right, let's get into all of the vital stats of the Kona N Line.
Let's start with pricing. We'll do Canada first and then move on to the US. Pricing includes freight, PDI, and fees. The base model all-wheel drive Kona starts at just over $31,000 and the N Line all-wheel drive turbo just over $38,500. In the US, we're using MSRP. The base front-wheel drive model starts at just over $24,500 and the N Line turbo front-wheel drive is just over $31,000. Add $1,500 to each model for all-wheel drive.
Here's the fuel economy for this turbo. 9.8 liters per 100 kilometers city, 8.1 on the highway. That's 24 miles per gallon city, 29 on the highway. The Kona is not rated for towing. Hyundai offers a warranty of 5 years, 100,000 kilometers or 60,000 miles. In the United States, complimentary maintenance is covered for 3 years or 36,000 miles. Lightning round. Two things we like to see improved.
I like the comfort level the Kona offers.
It's a really easy to live with every single day.
I do miss the fun factor of the old model.
You know what this is missing? I think they need to add some piano black.
Don't say it, Zach. Don't.
I kid. So there it is. It's the Hyundai Kona N Line. What do you guys think of that?
Thanks for watching. And if you like what you see, subscribe. We'll see you next time.